Welcome back to Smackdown 101 at ringside, and we are only days away from Judgment Day and days away from the much anticipated World Championship rematch between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Both those superstars are going to be in action tonight on Smackdown, and both superstars with plenty on the line. In tonight's main event, it is going to be Seth Rollins, the World Champion, defending his secondary championship, the Light Heavyweight Championship, against NXT's Adrian Neville, as decided by you the viewers at home via Commissioner Mick Foley's brand new NXT initiative. But kicking off tonight's show, the challenger for the world title match come Sunday, CM Punk. He's also got plenty on the line. He is going to be facing Sean Waltman, and if CM Punk can defeat Waltman in this opening contest, CM Punk will finally get his hands on his former running buddy Kevin Nash, which he's been waiting to do ever since the NWA betrayal back at Survivor Series of last year. So here we go, match underway. Waltman, CM Punk, kick off tonight's edition of Smackdown. Like I said, plenty on the line for Punk in this one. No championships, purely retribution. Again, if CM Punk can defeat Waltman in this contest, then CM Punk will finally, after months of anticipation, get his hands on his former friend Kevin Nash. We know the story by now. Survivor Series 2013, CM Punk, the leader of the NWO. At the end of that pay-per-view, Kevin Nash and the rest of the NWO turning their back on the leader at the time, CM Punk. We're still not entirely sure to this very day the ins and outs of why exactly Kevin Nash decided to turn on the leader. Nevertheless, Kevin Nash assumed responsibility of that group. That group continues till this very day. CM Punk now, week after week, after retribution, and if he can defeat Waltman in this contest, that will finally happen. In previous weeks, CM Punk has defeated the other members of the NWO on what some are calling the road to Kevin Nash. He has defeated Scott Hall, The Big Show, most recently Scott Steiner. That was on last week's Smackdown. And the next member in line, Sean Waltman, who returned last week on the show, is the final step in the road to Kevin Nash. Again, if CM Punk can defeat Waltman in this match, he will finally get that one-on-one match with Kevin Nash. We don't know when that match will take place, but it will be sometime very soon. Do not forget, Punk has got a massive match come Sunday, that World Championship match with Seth Rollins. We don't know the match type. That will be decided by you the viewers at home, but despite whatever match type you the viewers might choose, that match bound to be a fantastic match, and hopefully just as good, if not better, than the previous match, which some regard the current match of the year. So great action so far in this one, both men going back and forth. CM Punk currently in control. Just saw the double arm sledge to the head of Waltman. Waltman, the slightly smaller guy, but not too much size difference between these two superstars. CM Punk going for the double arm backbreaker. Waltman with the reversal. Do not discredit Waltman. He might be the smallest member of the New World Order, but he is a former WWE and WCW Cruiserweight Champion, a former European Champion, a former Tag Team Champion. Waltman, plenty of credentials to his name, as has CM Punk, the former World Champion. The springboard crossbody. Punk regains control. Both these guys now outside of the ring. Referee Charles Robinson beginning the outside count. The crowd loving this match so far. Plenty of great action. Waltman now back in the ring. CM Punk going to be going to the top rope. Missile drop kick, taking Waltman down. Punk into the cover, but nowhere near enough to keep the former X-Pac, the former 1-2-3 Kid down. Waltman again, scoop slammed. Punk now potentially going to be looking for that Macho Man elbow drop. Here it comes. The Macho Man tribute elbow drop to the heart of X-Pac. Or should I say Sean Waltman. Punk calling Waltman to his feet. GTS time. Not connected this time. Waltman with the elbow. And a spinning wheel kick. Signature Waltman there. Those signature kicks can be deadly. As proven that time. But CM Punk. Oh, CM Punk with that unconventional roll-up. We saw him defeat Scott Steiner over last week. These two men trading attempted pinfalls. A couple of close counts. No one successful. Oh, kick to the gut. CM Punk going for the GTS for the second time in this matchup. Hits it the second time. Go to sleep to the Scudder Sean Waltman. And CM Punk has defeated Sean Waltman. It appears the road to Kevin Nash is now complete. CM Punk has defeated every member of the group put in front of him. That match will happen sometime soon. CM Punk will finally get his chance of retribution versus Kevin Nash sometime in the immediate future. But we've got to move on. Up next, we've got tag team action. It is going to be the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, Daniel Bryan and John Cena, taking on the returning New Age Outlaws. And a pre-match attack now. The Shield, the opponents for the Tag Team Champions Sunday at Judgment Day, attacking Daniel Bryan and John Cena. The New Age Outlaws now with an awesome opportunity, facing a weakened Tag Team Champions. The championships are not on the line in this contest, but if the Outlaws can defeat the Tag Team Champions, then surely a Tag Team title shot in the future would be a definite possibility. Again, Commissioner Mick Foley bringing the Outlaws back to SmackDown this evening. We haven't seen the Outlaws since they were fired on Raw last year. Who can forget the NWO DX rivalry? In the end, with one team forced to disband, that team to disband was the Generation X. Some members of that group were let go from Raw, including the Outlaws, but they are back this evening. They're veterans at this stage in their careers, but I'm sure both these guys have got plenty of gas left in the tank and are going to be looking to become the Tag Team Champions once again. But many great tag teams in the SmackDown Tag Team division. The best tag team currently, John Cena and Daniel Bryan. Cena now tagged in. Straight to Road Dogg. Road Dogg off the apron. Potentially a mistake there. Billy Gunn from behind with a drop kick. And now the Outlaws with the quick tags. Road Dogg back in. Both men exchanging punches. And that time the Road Dogg getting the upper hand, taking Cena down. Wrenching that arm up. Cena there with a reversal and the shoulder block. Taking the former Intercontinental Champion down. What great tag team action we are seeing. Do not forget, come Sunday at Judgment Day, it will be Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, the former Tag Team Champions, challenging John Cena and Daniel Bryan for those SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Bryan and Cena becoming champions last month, defeating the former champions of the Shield. The rematch will take place in just a few days, and that's sure to be yet another great tag team contest. Just like we're seeing in this one. Great action. Road Dogg just hitting that neck breaker. A fantastic SmackDown crowd this evening in this full capacity arena. Plenty more great action still to come, including that great main event of Seth Rollins taking on NXT's Adrian Neville with the Light Heavyweight Championship on the line. Billy Gunn, John Cena currently the legal men for their respective teams. Billy Gunn, the former King of the Ring, with a suplex. And now looks like we're going to be getting another tag. Here we go. Road Dogg tag back in. Again, quick tags by the former Tag Team Champions. but not working out that time. John Cena with a bulldog, with the elbow drop, and another one. Road Dogg now finding himself in trouble in the Tag Team Champions corner. Double team maneuver incoming. Cena and Bryan, the double shoulder block. Great tag team moves. Daniel Bryan into the cover. 1, 2. Billy Gunn making the save for his team. Daniel Bryan getting a 2 count. You've got to wonder that potentially it could have been over if it wasn't for Gunn making the save. Again into another cover. But this time Road Dogg kicking out after 1, but now walking straight into the yes lock. The yes lock locked in. Daniel Bryan could be seconds away from victory, but I think Billy Gunn with a distraction there, forcing Daniel Bryan to relinquish the hold. Billy Gunn getting thrown outside for his troubles. Daniel Bryan now on a big drop kick. Signature Daniel Bryan. Road Dogg down. Picking. Road Dogg to his feet. Kick to the gut. Another one and a third one. Daniel Bryan going to the well one too many times. Road Dogg now with a submission. The Boston Crab locked in. John Cena attempting to break the hold. Not quite working. Billy Gunn making the save for Road Dogg. Daniel Bryan escapes the Boston Crab. And now the single leg running knee. The single leg running knee to the face of Road Dogg. Good night, Road Dogg. This one is over. Not many superstars can get up from that single leg running knee by Daniel Bryan, as proved to be the case yet again. The Tag Team Champions with a great victory tonight on Smackdown. And here come their opponents come Sunday. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, the sneak attack from behind. If the pre-match attack wasn't enough, we've now got a post-match attack. Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, who have both faced Cena and Daniel Bryan respectively in recent weeks, attacking the Tag Team Champions. You've got to wonder what kind of shape John Cena and Daniel Bryan are going to be in come Sunday. As far as tonight goes, the Shield certainly leaving on top. Will that be the case come Sunday? We'll find out in just a few days. But tonight the Shield, the Challenger Sunday, leaving the champions a mess in the middle of the Smackdown ring. Plenty of great action still to come this evening. Coming up next, it is going to be Ryback taking on Sheamus. Now, we haven't seen too much of Sheamus in recent times, so Commissioner Mick Foley giving Sheamus the opportunity to shine this week on Smackdown. I'm sure Sheamus is going to be looking to grab that opportunity and make the most of it. Ryback, though, we have seen more in recent weeks. Who can forget Ryback costing Goldberg the WWE Championship on Raw roughly 1 month ago? That has developed into quite the heated rivalry between Ryback and Goldberg, and that feud will come to a head come Sunday, because in one-on-one action it is going to be SmackDown's Ryback taking on Raw's Goldberg. And interestingly, Vince McMahon is going to be in the corner of Ryback, because they have developed quite the partnership, I guess you could say. Ryback now aligned with Vince, and presumably somewhat aligned with the WWE Champion The Rock as well. Goldberg has since been suspended by Vince McMahon, just like Vince done to Stone Cold Steve Austin in recent times as well. Sure to be a great match Sunday, as this match is this evening. Both respective matches, big men matches, going to be filled with plenty of power moves. But speaking of the match come Sunday, we know Vince McMahon will be in the corner of Ryback. The question is, will any WWE superstar answer the call and be in the corner of Bill Goldberg? We know Goldberg is mostly alone around these parts, so whether or not any superstar is willing to be in Goldberg's corner come Sunday remains to be seen. But back in the action in this one, Sheamus now, I guess you could say vintage Sheamus with those chest beats over the ropes. The crowd chanting along, Sheamus getting the 10. Ryback falling to the outside of the ring. We are witnessing a great big man matchup. Like I said before, Sheamus hasn't seen too much action in recent months. So this opportunity given to him by Commissioner Mick Foley. Sheamus definitely looking to make the most of it. Currently in control, both these men now nearly back in the ring, but Sheamus with the punch over the ropes. And now a 250-pound missile back into the ring. The Great White with a giant shoulder thrust into the cover. But a big hungry Ryback kicking out after 2. Depending which way you look at this matchup, this could be potentially the best or potentially the worst warm-up for Ryback for Sunday. You could say in a couple of different ways, Sheamus and Goldberg do have some comparisons. So if Ryback can defeat Sheamus on tonight's edition of Smackdown, that will prove to be a great warm-up for Sunday. But if Sheamus manages to defeat Ryback, then that is not going to give Ryback too much momentum going into Sunday. So this match is definitely an important one for Ryback. Certainly so far this match going back and forth. No clear advantage between these two men. Currently Sheamus on the top rope. Not for too long. The elbow to Ryback. And another giant shoulder block. The Great White taking Big Hungry down, calling him to his feet. Ryback on the shoulders of Sheamus, going for the white noise. Not connecting. Ryback reversing the white noise into the reverse DDT. Kick to the gut. Ryback's turn now. A big power move coming up. A fall away slam, which is no mean feat considering the size of Sheamus. Sheamus, a former world champion and former US champion, currently in a bad predicament. We just saw a backpack stunner at the hands of Ryback. I'm sure if Stone Cold's watching, he's not going to be too pleased that Ryback is using a variation of his famous maneuver. Going for the immediate clothesline, not connected. Sheamus blocking it. And now going for the white noise a second time. This time connects. The white noise taking Ryback down. Sheamus now in pole position for the victory. The crowd fully behind the Irishman. Calling Ryback to his feet. Bro kick coming out. No, Ryback catches him. What power shown by Ryback. Chucking him in the air on the shoulders. Can he connect? Yes, he can. A catch and shell shock. 1, 2, 3. This one is over. Ryback, via the catch and shell shock, has defeated Sheamus. Momentum clearly on the side of Big Hungry. Can Ryback continue that momentum come Sunday? Because Ryback, Goldberg, one-on-one at Judgment Day. We have witnessed 3 fantastic matches so far on SmackDown. We are now going to be going into the 4th and final match. Tonight's main event, Seth Rollins defending his secondary championship, the Light Heavyweight Championship, against NXT's Adrian Neville, as decided by you the viewers at home. And Rollins' opponent comes Sunday, CM Punk, the challenger for the World Championship now, coming to ringside. Wants to watch this match up close and personal. Rollins not too happy about it, but nothing Rollins can do. CM Punk is here at ringside, going to be watching this main event. Referee ring the bell. This one is underway. Rollins, Adrian Neville for the Light Heavyweight Championship. Once again, Neville was on SmackDown this week via the brand new NXT initiative from SmackDown Commissioner Mick Foley. Out of all the NXT superstars, Neville was chosen by you the viewers at home. So you the viewers chose Neville for this matchup. Mick Foley deciding to give Neville an even bigger opportunity, giving Neville the opportunity at the Light Heavyweight Championship. But not only is this match for the Light Heavyweight Championship, keep in mind Seth Rollins is the World Champion. So despite that championship not on the line in this contest, if Neville can get the victory over the World Champion, that is going to make quite the debut for the youngster. And who knows what that might mean for a World Championship match in the future. NXT's Neville, the Hurricanrana, taking the World Champion down. Both men locking up. Rollins though the advantage with the clothesline. The World Champion going to work on the NXT rookie. Kicking Neville to his feet, kick to the gut. Punk watching on. Remember, this Sunday Judgment Day, it will be Seth Rollins versus CM Punk for that World Championship. These two men put on arguably the match of the year last month at Backlash when Rollins defeated Punk for that championship. Don't forget, CM Punk was coming off that 18-month World Championship reign, which not many people thought could be ended, but Seth Rollins ended it via a little bit of help from Kevin Nash and the NWO. Again, as we've seen in recent times, CM Punk not only dealing with the Shield, but dealing with the NWO as well. Adrian Neville with a standing shooting star press. Not many superstars can deliver a move as agile as that one. Neville has an awesome moveset. Back to CM Punk momentarily. We saw earlier this evening CM Punk defeat Sean Waltman. Therefore, the road to Kevin Nash has been completed. It will be Kevin Nash versus CM Punk coming sometime soon. Before Punk gets to Kevin Nash though, his focus has got to be on Sunday and that World Championship. The champion in action that we are seeing currently with the springboard clothesline. Now back onto the apron, going to be looking for another springboard maneuver. This time hitting that signature knee. The world champion with a springboard knee. This one could be over. 1, 2. Neville though kicking out after a 2 count. This match, a great high flyer match so far. Very fast paced. Great offense shown by both superstars. Irish whip to Neville. What a reversal. NXT's Neville with a fantastic reversal. Rollins onto the ropes. And now a big knee crashing down to the chest of the world champion. Neville now going to the top rope. Missile drop kick. Neville, the master of the corkscrew shooting star press. Arguably the best looking move in sports entertainment today. Speaking of good moves, what a move that was. German suplex. Not enough to get the 1, 2, 3 though. This match does continue. The crowd loving this match. We are witnessing a truly awesome main event. Another cover. Another 2 count. Plenty of covers in this one. Neville so far, win, lose or draw, is putting in a great showing. He can definitely be proud of his efforts thus far. The world champion though, calling Neville to his feet, but a great reversal. And another great move there. The kick to the back. But Rollins though, the punch, the shot, Irish whip. Again, Adrian Neville blocking the maneuver. And a slam. It looks like he could be putting Rollins in position for that corkscrew shooting star press. CM Punk watching on. He goes for it but cannot connect. Neville crashing and burning, missing that corkscrew shooting star press. It now straight into the hands of Rollins. Rollins now signature time. That move, signature Rollins. Classic Rollins. The turnbuckle powerbomb. Rollins now in firm control. Could be seconds away from victory, but Kevin Nash now. CM Punk's noticed him. Remember, it will be Kevin Nash, CM Punk sometime soon. Referees, security and Commissioner Mick Foley trying to separate these two. Absolute carnage on the outside of the ring. Back in the ring, the world champion is distracted. Adrian Neville from behind. The spike DDT. The crowd going insane. Is this the NXT stars' time to shine? The corkscrew shooting star press on the world champion. And Adrian Neville shocking the world. Neville has defeated the SmackDown World Champion and became the light heavyweight champion in the process. Kevin Nash inadvertently costing Seth Rollins his secondary championship. Certainly not the ideal preparation heading into that world title match this Sunday at Judgment Day. Neville leaving SmackDown, the new light heavyweight champion. NXT, the stars of tomorrow, are now the stars of today. Good night, everybody.